Hey you guys, it's Jaffe. Welcome to Friday Forums. Sorry we missed last week. We're in our Super Slam getting ready for all kinds of milestones with the game with Drawn to Death. So where am I? This is, we're just looking for a new place to shoot. So we are actually in this really creepy building downtown. And this is, it used to be a restaurant called George's. And this has been abandoned now for, I don't know, it's been a long time, like 2 years, and they still have fucking, look at like there's like fucking, what is Crown Royal? I know it's alcohol, is it whiskey?
I think it's a whiskey.
Is like, that's still fucking open, there's like the butter from, maybe, this is gross. But I figured let's change the scenery up. So, first thing, we had some questions we put out to you guys a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to finally get to those, so bear with me. And then we'll show you a little bit of new game footage today. So this guy, Sabatio, says, what if any last minute additions to the game did you make to the game you were glad you did? And I don't understand what that question means. Which game? Because we're still working on it. So do you mean a game I've worked on in the past? I don't know what to help. I don't know what to tell you. Alan Riley says, I played the demo at PSX. Thank you for waiting in line for that. Thanks for playing. What major changes should I expect? Well, definitely more characters, more levels, more weapons, and sort of more, if you liked what you played at PSX, a lot more in regards to, those aspects, and it's more polished, and there's, deeper mechanics than we've put in there now, and more moves and stuff for the individual characters. So, PSX was, certainly pre, it's very early in development. We're probably a little bit past midway development now, so just like in any game, we're just doing more stuff, but, and since we're looking to do it as a service-based game, over time, you'll also expect after we launch, hopefully, new modes and things like that. But, the core of what you played at PlayStation Experience, and hopefully you enjoyed it, that's really what we're building on as our foundation. Nicholas 87% says, well, actually, it's do disbelieve. So, my favorite of any Jaffe games is character and story. Does this game deliver that? Sort of, in the sense that yes, it's a very rich world. We've put a lot of effort into the characters, their stories, the world of the actual artist who's drawing in this notebook. But there are no cutscenes and there is no story mode. It's really, eventually we would love to do a game in this universe that talks about that really sort of speaks to the more of a single player narrative game. But for this one, it's really about, the best way to describe it is like a queue line or a ride line at Disneyland, where you're getting the environment telling you the story. So if you look around the environment, if you look at the skyboxes, if you look in parts of the shell, there's absolutely ways players can start to piece together what this world is about and what the world outside the notebook is about for the kid who's drawing. And that's important to us. We don't want players to be able to come in and pick up on that, just an average player. Someone's got to kind of search this out to discover it. Most players will play it and never even notice this stuff, but it's absolutely there. And what we're hoping for is players like using the share button and players on the internet and stuff really sort of, working together to discover what the fiction of this world is. But it's absolutely not the kind of game like God of War or even Twisted Metal that if you're coming to it sitting down for a single player story-based experience, that is not this version of Drawn to Death. Again, one day we would love to do a version like that, but for now that's not what we're making. Okay, let's go upstairs and look at some game footage. There's some more questions. We'll get to them next week. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so here we are upstairs, much later in the day. Again, apologies for the video being so late. But what have we been doing, Tobin? Working.
Jesus, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, probably Jesus. Okay, so I figured I'd show you guys some very behind-the-scenes stuff that is not like, oh wow, that's brand new, but it's cool, So here's some stuff we've been working on the last couple of days. This is the front page, at least this is the current front. It's not done. You can see all the background's not filled in, but this would be a good chance that when you play the game and see our opening page of the notebook and the whole game takes place in this, that this would be sort of our launch page for when the game goes live. Deathmatch, team deathmatch, people have asked about other modes. There are other modes embedded within these, so we've got sort of team games and free-for-all games, but what we launch with is still up in the air. We have a shop, obviously, stats and shit. We've got a training room where players can kind of, play with different weapons and learn different characters and choose what weapons they want to take into battle. And then this is sort of a close-up that Nafis has been working on of actually what a detailed page in the store would look like. And this is not final by any means, but it's getting a lot closer. And this is for the shacks, which you guys may have seen in the PSX video that we put out a while ago. This is a pretty cool tool. This is Shotgun. So everything in Shotgun, I will show you. So I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if I don't think I can show you that. Here's character progression screens we're working on. Here's how this works. I'll walk you through this. So every time you finish a match, obviously you work your way towards leveling up. Every level allows you to unlock one of these locks here, and each one of these locks unlocks sort of a gameplay mission, whether it's like get 20 kills with your special or come in first 3 times in a row or what have you. And then once you complete this set, you get a prize, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, inside this one, and then there's a prize in this one, and there's a prize in this one. And so that's how we're looking at doing character leveling up and ranking up. And as you can see, there's also kind of mysteries and secrets up here and here. And a lot of this is based off of I love, like, in the Legend of Zelda games, especially like from Ocarina on, or was Ocarina the first 3D one? I think it was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love when you had the big map, not the big map, sorry, the big inventory screen, and a lot of times you just come in and you wouldn't really know what was going to be there, but by the end of the game you felt like you'd filled the whole thing in. It was just very satisfying. So again, that's sort of inspired, you know, us on this screen, so that at the end of a character you feel like, wow, okay, I've really, you know, gone on a journey with this character, and hopefully you've mastered playing that character, and ideally you'll play other characters as well. But that's the idea there. What else can I show you in Shotgun? Well, I'll show you something that just came in today. So we're kicking around, this is Alan that you guys may have seen at PSX, and we're kicking around the idea of how much audio to put into the characters on the battlefield. So this is not final. Not entirely happy with the voice yet. It sounds a little bit too much like SpongeBob, as Tobin will tell you. But so like when you kill Alan, the idea is that this is like a mascot from a fast food restaurant. And you can hear him speaking through the speaker of his mask, and it doesn't quite sound that way yet. So, but we'll play you some of the audio that just came in today. So this is what you'd hear if Alan dies, if you kill him, or someone kills you and you're playing Alan.
Sorry, kid. I've just been killed and I'm in the process of bleeding out. Motherfucker, this sucks.
So again, he's a little too SpongeBob. This would be, you guys have seen the move where he teleports through the air with his chainsaw. So we're thinking when that's happening, maybe he might play something that sounds like this. Drive-thru, I think it's 1 maybe.
Howdy, kids. Welcome to Magic Mouse Burgers and Fun. Magic Mouse at your service. What would you like to order today?
So the idea, though, is it's not just meant to be, it's kind of story, but it's also gameplay. So when you hear that audio, you know that Alan is close by flying through the air. Because he can also turn invisible, that may oftentimes be your only cue that, oh shit, I need to go into defensive mode here, because Alan's about to close in and do his 360 attack that he comes out of when he's doing the teleport. But it also does tie into character. So without giving away too much yet, Alan basically is the mascot of Magic Mouse Burgers and Fun, and Magic Mouse Burgers and Fun holds sort of an infamous place in the heart of the artist who's the kid who's drawing all this in his high school classroom. And over time, as you play the game and explore the environment and stuff, you'll learn sort of what Magic Mouse Burgers and Fun is. And so, and then also, some characters have relationships. And again, this is brand new. We just got this in today. How much of this is going to go in is TBD. So you're just getting some real early stuff. But like when he kills Soldier, he says this.
Who's the hero now, soldier boy?
Which might be like, it sounds like a taunt, but it actually ties into character. Here's another one when he kills Johnny Savage, who's the punk.
I'll always be bigger and better than you.
I know.
You're weak, just like your whole family.
So, but they're not. See, these guys. It's the first you guys have heard these, right?
Yeah.
So it's not. If we go with these, it could just sound like a taunt. But as you learn what the relationship is between Alan and between Johnny Savage and between some of the other characters, hopefully those will carry a little bit more poignancy and meaning as well. So that's a bunch of the stuff we've been working on today. So people are asking for gameplay footage.
Just that one game mostly.
Yeah, that Twin Spectre.
Twin Spectre really wants some gameplay.
here's what I will say. We want to show you gameplay footage, and I was inches away from walking you guys through how the hand works today. But I don't know. We're getting ready for some big milestones, and we do want to show you stuff. It's not like we're holding back. It's just that, unlike stuff like this, gameplay footage is like the next time we put gameplay footage out or a new character out, we definitely want to kind of make that. We want to spend some time editing it, make sure it's really cool. So soon, just not at the moment. So, okay, so that's our. What do you have to say to the fine folks, Doge? Are you seeing Mad Max or are you seeing Pitch Perfect 2? That is the big question.
Isn't Pitch Perfect 2 already on DVD?
No, Pitch Perfect 1. This is the sequel.
Definitely gonna see both of them. That was the best answer.
Okay. Wow. The Supergirl trailer was awesome. It was. What are you talking about?
Wait, you didn't like it?
I thought it was very painful to watch.
I hate you.
I was watching it and I'm like, oh, this is you know, like another parody trailer, and then
It
it's
was
not.
a good trailer.
It got
right.
It got
was
better
fantastic.
at the end. The end of the trailer got.
Karen's
got cooler.
anti-Superman and she
Yeah, I am pretty anti-Superman. But
And
I'm
it
down
was
with-
great.
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was-
for seeing it.
I don't understand it.
It cost $14 million to make the pilot, and it definitely does not look like they spent that much money on it.
I'll
say
think,
that.
Here's
Give me
my
$14 million.
theory. My theory, not all, and not even necessarily you, Doge, but I would say a large percentage of the Supergirl haters are men who are insecure in their own masculinity. That's what I would have. That is my.
Boom.
That is my theory. That is my theory.
He's like,
Shots fired.
Right?
Shots fired.
I could make that. If I was like in a study of women and men class at USC back in the day, I could have gotten an A with that.
Yeah,
argument.
that was solid A.
That's a solid A.
class. Because it's look at the posture. Look at the posture. No, go back. No, that's not the posture. It's all very defensive body language.
Arms
Because you hated it too, right? You hated it too.
I didn't hate it. I mean, I thought it looked cool.
You hate
I did not like the romantic comedy aspect of it. It's like it felt like Sex and the City with superheroes. I mean,
That's cool. I thought that was cool. Anyway, Pitch Perfect with my kids, and then Mad Max. It's really good movies this weekend. All right, you guys have a good weekend. Be safe. We'll talk to you next weekend. Sorry this video was so late. We will try to stay on schedule. We're just busy. Swear to God. All right, thanks.